Here.
Right.
Fantastic. So good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Good day to you. We've got another ASEA Global Expansion Team Zoom prepared for you tonight. We've got the amazing Maria Hopwood all the way down from Australia joining us tonight. She's recently moved her business to Diamond and then Double Diamond, bing, bang, boom, during a pandemic. So we're going to pick her brain tonight and find out how she's getting so much momentum going in her business when she can barely leave her home. So Maria, thank you so much for joining us.
Right. Thank you. Pleasure to be here. And thanks for the opportunity to share whatever I can. I'm happy to share. So thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I know that your husband had an incredible product experience with a skin condition that he had that really opened your eyes to the possibilities, because I know he'd tried all kinds of things and spent all kinds of money, and nobody could get to the root cause of the problem until you just kind of randomly got this bottle of ASEA and checked into what it was all about. And within 3 days, his skin condition was better?
That's exactly right. And his belly, he was really fit. So he had a big belly all of a sudden, and you think the worst. So yeah, 3.5 days, thanks to Dan Doyle. He's responsible for me being here. His fault.
Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. So when you saw that happen to your husband, did that open your eyes to what you had your hands on?
Yeah, yes, indeed. It's sort of like I just couldn't believe that there was something out there. We've been on the journey for so long. So I rang Dan and I said, what on earth is this? And he said, oh, you're going to come and talk to me now? I said, I'm going on holidays. So I took off. But then he rang me while I was on holidays because I rang him because I got his email that, have please update or activate your smart wallet. And I went, oh, where's this coming from? So I said, what's this? And he said, open up. And he said, have a look. And I have a look. And I had $250 in there. And I went, what? I said, what is this? And then he told me all about it. And I said, you mean that hubby's happy, healthy, and I'm making money on this, and this stuff works? And he said, yeah, okay, I'll come back and talk to you. But I, at the time, we were bringing it in from the US, and it was exorbitantly expensive. So as a woman, I thought, oh my God, if he's done that for 3 days, what's he going to do for me? Took me 2.5 years to change. On faith. I just went on faith. I just thought, surely this is working. I just forgot all about it. And 2.5 years later, I went looking for some stuff to put a presentation together. And I went, oh my gosh, that was then. So yeah. And I've not looked back since. So thanks to Dan to be able to explain it to me and tell me exactly what to do. I've followed him. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're building a business now, letting other people know about these incredible molecules. Mm-hmm. So I know you told me that everything that you do is focused around the fast forward. Is that right?
Absolutely. So again, I'm a bit slow. So I joined the business in 2015, and it wasn't until 18 that I took the reins and run with it, because in the meantime I lost my parents. A whole lot of life was happening at a very high level of intensity. So Dan was saying to me, he just drummed it into me, but I was just so slow, and I didn't pick it up that the best thing we've got in the business is your fast forward and your fast forward plus. It did not dawn on me until I went Diamond. I went, oh, where was I? Obviously, I slipped under a big rock. And I realized that the fast forward was the way to go. So when the pandemic came, I had to take a backseat because, you're used to doing live, going here, going there, talking to people, having coffee. It was a big social party, sort of, you build a business that way. And then I had to stop, reset. I had to really think and readjust and recalibrate and redesign my business, because all of a sudden I couldn't go anywhere. I just couldn't go anywhere. So I reached out to the team. I said, we need to learn this. We need to learn what to do. So we sort of went into I said, look, we were all a little bit lost. So we went into the ethos, and I thought, well, let's go into the ethos. I thought, let's go and find something that really resonates with you, and let's take that. So we all did at different times, different levels, we all did. But so for me, it was Ubuntu. And that really resonates with me. So that part of the ethos, I am because we are. So I took it to the team and I said, look, let's change this. Let's adapt. Let's change the mindset. Let's go from a different space, because you go looking for the business. But if you've got no people, you've got no business. So I said, and if people are sick, people don't want to know about the business because they're sick. So health is a priority. So I said, let's change it around. Let's talk to them about how we can power their health, and then we can power their wallet. That's it. And then I put some things in place, took them back to basics, just to remind them what ASEA truly was. We started doing Zooms, to which nobody came in the beginning. It was just me and another person. And then little by little, we started building. So we built this huge community online. That's all I've done. And we've gone with the sense of gratitude, the ethos does say, what if you had something that could actually do X, Y, and Z and everything else? So we went with that, and I drummed it into the team. I said, don't go chasing ambulances, because we're not going to do that. And if you're going to go look for a buck, this is not for you. Just don't bother. Just use the product and forget about it. So I was so convicted in what I was saying that people said, no, this is what we're going to do. So we started making changes in people's lives at a huge level. And then, it's word of mouth. Everybody talked to everybody talked to everybody. And then we had the Zooms.
So where you're stuck at home, you can't go out. You can hardly go for a walk. Where are you finding these people?
Well, we already had a small team. Well, I had a good team. I was diamond. I went diamond in, what are we now? 2020, January 2020. So I had a team that I've been building since 2015, sometimes slow, sometimes fast. So I did have a team. So I went into the team because we were all lost. And in fact, I even run an Ubuntu WhatsApp just for people that want to come in and talk about the business, where they're at, no matter where they are or where they're from. And we just talk about it and share ideas. I just thought we need to reach out as a community. So I went deep into my team and I started from the bottom up. And then I went into my friends and families and whatever. And I said, look, we're doing this thing. It's really fab. Come on in. So, yeah.
So you still had people that you hadn't spoken to, or that you could reach out to again, and that your teammates could reach out to. And that's pretty much where
it's never ending. The people, the capital of our business is people. And it's never ending. I mean, there's only 500,000 plus in the world that are using ASEA. We have got 7.9 billion people in the world, and we've got the perfect storm. We have got it's perfect now to reach out to people, whichever way you like, health or wealth, both, one or the other. Take a peek, take a peek. And now it's just been crazy. It was just a matter for me, and I needed to find my own silver lining, okay, in the whole issue, in the whole situation we're in now. I need to find my own silver lining, and then find that I could actually transfer that silver lining to the team. So I said, you know what? What's the silver lining here? We've got the perfect storm. We've got health and wealth. Everybody's looking for both, and we know why. We don't need to go into that. So then I went looking into the ethos, and I said, guys, I need you to look at this. So we went and studied that, we sort of went in. You cannot go looking for people if you're going to make $1. So you've got to have your principles and your capacity to help those people at a very high level. The dollars will come. I promise you. That was the promise I made to them. And you know what? I kept my promise, and I took them from 0 to bronze very quickly, very, very quickly. But I had to come back down and go in deep and go back to basics.
Mm-hmm. So you're not talking money, and you're not an ambulance chaser. So explain a little bit more about how you're talking to people. I know that you were saying that you really have conversations with people and you listen a lot, and they tell you their stories. And after they tell you their stories, you have more of an idea of how you can help them. And that's really the kind of conversations that you're having with people. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's it. That's exactly right. So I'll give you an example. I've reached out to a whole lot of people, right? If you've been in the business for a long time, you can go into the back office and find a list of people that have been suspended or they've cancelled, the orders have been cancelled or whatever. Reach out to them. Anyway, one of this time I went for a walk with this lady and she said, yeah, I want to come in. It'd be great, terrific. Thanks for calling back. But she hadn't made the contact. She hadn't made the decision. So I said, let's go for a walk. So I live very close to the bush. So we went for about an hour and a half walk and we disappeared. And during that walk, she just needed to talk. So as she was talking, we're about to get in the car and I said, okay, so what are we doing today? What would you like to do? Which direction do you want to head? Is it health? Is it wealth? Is it nothing? She said, oh, no, let's go in. Took me less than 5 minutes to actually pin on how to help her. So it's all about helping. I had another lady come in. We can't go shopping. So lady's got a bit of a rack shop and she had some stuff at home brand new. I said, oh my gosh, come on over for coffee. Do you want to bring them over? So I brought some clothes and we started talking and whatever and so on and so forth. And of course I got my book and I've got my bottle. I've got my bits and pieces in the office. She said, you know what? I think I need to do this now. And we just talked, but I just drive the conversation as to how I can actually help them. We don't, I get a lot of calls to people that say, oh my gosh, this happened, that happened. I'm not feeling too good, or can this help what or whatever. And I just got a small, very little spill. And I said, this is what redox signaling molecules are. This is what they do in the body. This is what happens when you don't have a lot. And this is what we got in the bottle. And they talk and they ask questions. It's just a matter of conversation. What I have found, Cindy, is that in the last 2 years, I don't know what it's like in being in the US, but here in Australia, it's been quite, it's been stressful for a lot of people, even for me, not being able to go and talk to people. I make a point of checking in people and I just say, hi, how you going? It's Maria here. Just checking in, just making sure, see how you're going. And there's one constant that I get, there's one constant phrase. And I said, you know what, Maria? Nobody's called me in the last 6 weeks to see if I'm dead or alive. That's been huge here. Now we don't need to take advantage of that, but just connecting with people. And then people are interested in what you're doing. And sometimes you click and sometimes you don't. And I spent a lot of time redesigning everything for anything. Like I had to do a talk for the Asian community. Well, my presentation doesn't look normal. It is very tailored to them. I had to do a presentation for the Pacific people. It looks like them. For the European, it looks like them. So I do have, I do a lot of stuff just to make sure that when I talk to people, I talk to the brain. Like Danielle Matthews was great when she said, people don't say no. They just say no to what they don't understand. So the brain goes, oh, no, rather than saying, hang on, what exactly are you talking about? But you can't get to that point until you create a relationship with people and you talk to them. And that relationship could take 2 minutes, can take 20 hours, 3 days. It doesn't matter. If you've got lots of people to talk to, it doesn't really matter.
Right. So talk about the momentum. You've obviously created some momentum on your team to, build your business to the next level. And so talk about how that momentum is building and how it feels to have momentum in your business.
Okay, so all right. So we have the conversations, and then we invite the people to join us. So join us in health and wealth. Would you like that, or do you want us in health? And we show you how to get there. And I do it very simple. The key is simple. Keep it simple, super, super, super simple. And I go, if you can do director, and from director you can move to director 300, and repeat. You can go anywhere in this business. It is just so simple. If they want to know about the more money that's available, I only take them to bronze. Because half of the people can't comprehend that you just by talking to people, you're going to make X amount of dollars at bronze. I just brought it down really simple. So in doing so, they go, okay, what do I do to go director? This, and that. And that's a fast forward. I can do that. And they do that and they come back and say, what do we go do 300? That's a fast forward plus. Let's do that. And then you have the promotions. And on top of that, what I do say, though, I have made a really strong point of telling them about the packs, the value of the packs, how beautifully packaged and everything that comes with it. And that the packs are your health and your wealth. And then you've got to have your auto ship. And I do say there are 3 things your auto ship will actually do for you. One, will maintain your health and help you and improve, optimize the way you feel. Number 2, if you're looking for free products, if you stay on auto ship for long enough, you're going to get free products, and I'll make sure you do. And number 3, if you're looking for the wealth side of the business, if you've got an auto ship on a monthly basis, you're going to make some money. Why would you like? Why would you want to give it away? And then I go into all the promotions and I make fun with them. And I said, the last thing I said, who wants to go to Ascend? I want to go to Ascend. I said, well, we had some winners in my team we can't go to Hamilton Island, but, they won. I said, well, ASEA's got 3 amazing promotions and we've got the Rolls Royce. And I promote the fast forwarders being the Rolls Royce. So if you can do fast forward, you can be in for the drive to D300, the 25 fast, the fast start for 5%, and you can do We Miss You. Why wouldn't you do that? And then I say, and why would you want to give the money to your upline? Go to D300, keep it all. So I make it a game and everybody's really excited about that. So, and I have a little table that I throw out to the team, beginning of the week, middle of this, so they get it on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They get a table. Don't forget, we're still on the running for this. You got to go to start, we're all going to get, for us in Australia, on this side of the world, we're going to Phuket in Thailand. I said, we're still going to Thailand. Come on, we got to fill that plane. And I said, this is going, that's going, that's going. So I just made it really fun. And because I've made it really fun, people have actually made it fun too. So they call us 24/7. Because sometimes we get called at 6 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's just like, guys, we got to sleep.
Yeah, but obviously you're not going to answer your phone at the good thing for you have an off button on your phone, right?
I will, if we worked out some codes that if there's really urgent, I'll pick up. Yeah, we'll pick up. It's somebody's life.
Yeah. And what's the table? So the table is who's qualified for the Ascent trip. Is that what the table is about?
No, I just say you can make $300 if you do the 300 4 times in 12 weeks. Come on, who's done it? Come on, let's go. And then I'll just have a look and say, oh, so-and-so is qualified. You got one more. Come on, let's do it. But I don't wait. I say, look, listen, why would you want to wait 12 weeks? If you do it 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row.
Oh, so you're tracking tracking the drive to Director 300. That's what the table
I do it. Yeah, I do it. Well, hubby doesn't. I don't do it.
Right. So we people know how many times, since they're brand new, they're probably not looking at the computer.
From the 17th of July. Anybody who involved, as you know, signed up from the 17th of July. So I say, okay, come on, let's do it. And I say, if you wait 12 weeks, you've wasted 12 weeks. There's a lot of money on the table. Let me show you how much money there is. So I do. I say, if you do this so much. If you do that, you're going to get this much. If you do this much. Those for they want to build the business, right? And those that don't want to build a business because they're still getting well, I said, this is how you can subsidize your income. Let's bring your family in. And let's show them how they can help you get well. Yeah.
Right. And just to clarify, this is the Drive to Director 300 promotion, where if you go Director 300 4 times in your first 12 weeks of becoming an associate, then you get an extra $300. And what you're emphasizing is,
why wait?
Why you don't have to do it in 12 weeks. You can do it sooner than that. You can start earning a lot more money before that.
Yeah. Because I said, the minute you hit Director 300, you're up for 25% on your packs. And you start, and it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money when it's 25% instead of 20% on your enrollment packs. Right. And when you're not well and everybody's doing the same thing, it just kind of works. And I'm forever doing it. Tonight, I've got a training session with a whole group. I'm going to do exactly the same thing. And then I'll bring little issues that happened during the week, that we had a couple of issues happen during the week. We've solved them, but now I'm going to say, this is what happened. I give them an example, and this is how we focus on the solution. So, and that's all I've done, Cindy, and we just look after people and make sure that the training is centralized. We make sure that we respect each other. We make sure that we do the training. Like I send them videos. I got them in groups and we send them videos. I make sure that we're all talking to each other. And yes, there are times it is exhausting, but it's so fun to have that kind of momentum. Is so fun. Yeah. It is so fun. I get up in the morning, I jump out, and by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I just take ASEA. I don't have a muffin. If I didn't have ASEA, I'd probably be eating muffins, like little cakes and a cup of coffee. I have a shot of ASEA. But yeah, it's huge. And there are days I don't move from my desk.
Right. Well, I don't know.
Lee throws the food under the table.
Right. Well, Danny, you must be pretty proud of this woman, huh?
She's an absolute pleasure to work with every single day. And, we had a meeting, Maria, how long ago now, when we first caught up in that coffee shop?
7 years ago. Just on 7 years.
Just under 7 years ago. And I could see that she was going to get to the top of this company. I mean, she's getting there, Diamond Summit, and I'm sure she's going to go all the way. The great thing is that Maria keeps things really simple. She duplicates well. She trains her team with the basics and makes sure that they get straight into income producing activity. And she's a hard worker. She gets up early. She goes to bed late. Sometimes she answers those calls early in the morning because they do ring at any time. And you just don't say no to your team. So all those basics that a servant leader really needs to do for the team, that a lot of people think, well, I'm not going to do that for them, or I'm not going to build their business for them, or I'm not going to support them like that. I mean, your business is not going to build unless you become that servant leader. And she came out of the mold. It's a perfect example of what it takes to build a business, and that's why she's moving so fast. And what she's done is dug to depth. It's not just the people that she's bringing on board, she's digging under them too, and digging all the way down. And this is where this team's emerged. And a lot of people don't do that too, because they think, oh, well, I'm just going to work with the person I introduced. No, as a leader, you need to dig to depth. And this is where you pick up, you're going to pick up those gold nuggets and those diamonds. And, this team that she's working with, there could be 3, 4, 5 diamonds in the next 12 months. Just from this team that's gone off that she's working with. I mean, she's got, we're just talking about the Samoan community. It's just one of the communities that have come on board in her team. She's got some incredible leaders that she's personally brought on board outside of them. But, people have got to think too of the communities and, they can get into the culture, the nationalities, people to go to certain churches, you got to really open up your mind to who you can target. And but it's the leader that actually asks your team to depth. Okay, well, you're involved with this community or that church. What can we do to get this to a lot of people? And she's done it brilliantly. Absolutely perfect. Textbook stuff.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
Thank you. If I could just say, in August this year, we had the quarterly in Sydney. And I was part of ASEA. I've been a part of ASEA now for 6.5 years, or seven years. And I've seen the growth of the company itself, the leaders, the ethos, the thinking, the consciousness of the company. And back in August, we had a function. And look, can I just read this? There's 7 statements that really, really, I think, summarize. And I knew then that I was on the right path. I mean, I knew I was on the right path, but this really cemented it for me. So Chuck Funky came in and said, understand the opportunity you have in your hand. Truly, truly, we are so unique. And then we have Leyland Duck, who said, create a heartfelt conversation. People don't want to be sold to. I'm not a commodity and I'm not for sale, and neither are you. and we're all special and unique. You know, God made one, Maria, and threw away them all. And thank goodness for that. Imagine. And then, you know, Daniel Matthew was just so good. If you guys can find that talk by Danielle, that learn that no is not really a no and understand why it's not a no. Also start conversations with gratitude. That all of this is part of the ethos. David here, when care, share, and be aware of others. Then we have Bud Cotter, build your ASEA business with gratitude, energy, and abundance. So there's all those things that have to come from within. This is not stuff that we get on a textbook, right? And Dan, of course, said if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. It is really important that we have got a business, okay? Yeah, and it pays really well if you get caught up at call at 2 o'clock in the morning, okay? It's okay. But the business is first about people and about who we truly are within a company that is just amazing. And if we can understand that if there's 7 billion people in the world and there's only one of you, you're special and unique. Amazingly so. But the person that you're talking to or with you or chatting or sharing a conversation, it's also in the same boat. She or he is also extremely, she's unique. He's unique and special. All of you here are unique and special. So when we talk to somebody, we need to talk to that God-given uniqueness. And I think when that happens and you open your heart, people want to talk to you, want to be part of where you're at. I still get people say, look, no, it's not for me, Maria. That's okay. I said, fine. But we're still friends. And we're still ringing them and say, just checking in to see if you need anything, right? I just truly believe that by making connections with humanity, from a humanity perspective, you can reach anybody, no matter who it is. Yeah, people still not in the spot, they don't want to know, and that's because they themselves are not quite there, but that's okay. This is such a personal journey, and so is ASEA. You know, some people have done diamond very quick, much faster than I, but at the end of the day, it's not the diamond, it's not the rank, it's not the money that you make. I mean, that helps, sure, and I'm not going to devalue that. But what is more important and what is so truly, truly powerful is the people that you touch. If you've not watched Tyler Norton on Saturday with the it's in ASEA United, if you've not watched that, really sit down and watch it, because that's what I love and that's what I actually base my business on.
Are you talking about the interview that he did with the ASEA
Yeah.
5? Just last
Saturday
Friday here in the States and Saturday in Australia.
It was just awesome. And people don't just sit in the background, go for a walk with it. Sit and listen to the man and take notes. He's given you all the answers that you need to integrate within you. That's how I did it, because I really truly believe that we've got two beautiful things to offer humanity. Our own very special human uniqueness and love for humanity, married to a fabulous, unique product that nobody else has. So when you put them together, it's just perfect match. It's a match made in heaven. And it's really important that that's how you go out. You can't go out telling people what to do. They did that in school, and some of us got chucked out of the classroom because they didn't want to listen. You know, so you got to sort of and talk to people, understand where they're at. There's no point of getting upset because somebody don't want to do ASEA anymore, or somebody don't want to listen. You know, they're not there. They're not understanding. And at the end of the day, it's our responsibility to convey the message so the brain picks it up. The brain and the heart needs to pick up the message.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
The other thing Maria does is she's working on her team's goals. As we know, we do that. We're going to achieve ours. And I always do this, Maria. We always strategize and talk in cases, and you know, but it's nearly 29 minutes past. We only got a minute or two, but I'm going to always put the pressure on Maria. Just want to congratulate her for achieving triple diamond by the end of this week. You can do it, Maria.
He's a cruel man.
It's going to be very, very close. And she had a goal by Christmas, but and that'll definitely happen. But it could actually happen a lot earlier. It's looking really good. Just so proud of what you've done and what you've achieved. It's amazing.
Thank you. Just have fun. We don't have a lot of time on this earth. the world is turned upside down, and people are looking outside, are looking for you. They're looking for your heart, and you're looking for everything you've got here, put into your heart and then transfer it out. We're in for big changes, and ASEA is one of them. ASEA is going to survive through all this and beyond.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited about that. And I hope to see you all. And being a double diamond is, I still don't know what it means, because it's not what I'm striving for. It's different. For me, it's a different goal. And so, yeah, the money helps. I don't even know how much money I make. Lee knows all that. So there's another tip. Don't need to know everything. You don't need to know how much everything works. You don't need to know how the compensation plan works. Oh my goodness, if I were to listen to that, I'll still be D700.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't need to know.
Yeah.
So as people move forward, I teach them. So when we get somebody that hits the bronze level, which we've done, we say, okay, let's have a coffee time. And we sit down with them and we take them right through and we teach them individually. Oh, you're going to move to silver now. This is where you are now. Or you're going to move to gold. This is where you are now. And we just give them that special time. In the meantime, just do director 300 for your whole team. Let's work on the structure. That's it.
Fantastic. Well, Maria, we want to congratulate you for all your success, and all you certainly have earned it with all your hard work. And I know this is just the beginning for you. So thank you so much for your time today. And we'll wish everybody an incredible evening.
Yeah,
Goodbye,
go
everybody.
and shine the light, guys. Shine the light. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Cindy. Bye-bye,
Thank you,
everybody.
Maria. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.